if I act in a disrespectful way, if I don't act respectably, yeah, then the principle is you won't be able to respect me. There's no discussion to be had there. Okay, if I'm acting in a way that isn't trustworthy, you won't be able to trust me. You can't fudge that. There's no way around that. Yeah, principles are how reality works. If I eat bad food, yeah, then I'm gonna suffer the consequences. If you can say with more or less certainty, if you do X, then Y will happen, you've just hit a principle. Okay? That's like in physics, that would be called a law. There's a law of gravity. You can't bargain or negotiate with the law of gravity. That's just how it is. Like, we want to be loved, yeah? But if we act in an unlovable way, that's difficult to love someone who's being unlovable. Yeah, we want to be trusted by our wives, by our children. If we keep breaking our word, well, they can't trust you. It's not that they don't want, they can't. That's just how Hashem made the world. Respect is a big one. A man wants to be respected by his wife. I'll go further. I'll say a man needs to be respected by his wife. Everyone knows this. A man needs to be respected by his wife. Help her. Be respectable. If you're respectable, she will respect. That's how the world works. Could be maybe a very, an anomaly of a situation which proves the rule anyway. But basically, that's how it's going to work. If you act in a very respectable way, yeah, she'll respect you. It's as simple as that. The principles are brick walls. That the only benefit of banging your head against it is that it might, at some point, knock some sense into you. So the opposite of principles is paradigms, yeah? Paradigms could be compared to a set of glasses. Yeah, you could look at these as being paradigms, okay? Now, depending on what color my lenses are, that's how I'm going to see the world. So principles are absolutely objective. They're like monolithic in their objectivity. They are unnegotiable, and they're unchanging, they're eternal. Whereas paradigms, they come and go. Some of them are very entrenched in us, don't get me wrong, yeah? But my paradigms are different to your paradigms. I could be running on a paradigm, for example, that there's never enough, yeah? That's a common paradigm that people have, that life is a fight for scarce resources. And if you get X, then it eats me up. There could be another paradigm, the opposite of that, which is the abundance mentality, which says, Givold it, your business just exploded. I'm mamish ecstatic for you. That's an abundance paradigm, yeah? Another paradigm that you could have is you can't trust anyone. Some people grow up with these kinds of paradigms where they had experiences in their life, whatever it is, and they just can't trust anyone. And that goes through all of their life, everything. With every interaction they have, there's always that. And then you've got the other guy who grew up in a different house, had different experiences, and his mum is really trusting. He trusts everyone. Like, my dad grew up in a house where my dad's motto was basically, look, basically everyone's good. That was the paradigm, the paradigm I've been working from. For my whole business runs from that paradigm, just because that was my dad. My dad was just a very trusting man. And to this day, I'm 46, I've never been burnt by that, Baruch Hashem. The funny thing about paradigms is they actually usually become self-fulfilling prophecies. So what we're trying to do in this course, The Blessed Life, was we're going to establish 8 principles that are unquestionably good. And we need to try and get our paradigms to become like these principles.